What is going on, everybody? WeedleTwineedle here, and we are back again with another Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle, and this one's going to be against M, a personal battle off my Discord server. So if you guys are interested in a Sun and Moon battle and shared community chat room and a place to hang out and find battles, feel free to check out my Discord server. Link is in the description. And me and my opponent are having a rarely used battle, as my opponent's team's looking pretty cool actually, as a Steelix, Nidoqueen, Gramble, pretty cool, Tyrantrum, Blastoise, and then you get to Cresselia, and I'm like, ooh, I have nothing to hit Cresselia with, so it's a little unlucky. But I'm using a pretty spicy team with Kadabra, Wormadam, Ferroseed, Driftblim, Silvally, and Quillfish. And Silvally does have RCS stats, as I'm going to prove to you in this battle. So, turn 1, I'm going to be leading off with my Kadabra, as my opponent is going to decide to lead off with the Steelix. Now, turn 1, I'm like, Steelix is probably going to lay up Stealth Rocks because there's no reason not to. So I'm going to go for Taunt, turn 1, and he does lay up Stealth Rocks because I have no way to remove him, so even if he doesn't go for Stealth Rocks, oh no, whatever. Now he's going to choose to go for Heavy Slam, as he's faster than me, he's probably like, what the hell, and I've already revealed this at plenty of times, so I'm asking for myself to be like, oh, he has counter, I'm just going to predict that and switch out. But no, people still walk into it, so I'm pretty happy about that. And that's why I don't use the same Pokemon a lot of battles in a row, because then people learn what they do, and I'm like, stop! But Steelix is at like 3 HP, so he's going to want to preserve it, and he's going to bring in Beast Ball, Shiny Cresselia. Oh my gosh, dude, how did you get to that? You must have been pretty lucky. But I'm going to Psychic it, get a nice, nothing actually, nice chip damage, nice like 8%, as Cresselia is going to get leftovers recovery, and now I don't want to stay in and give it like free Calm Minds or like Thunder Wave or something, so I'm going to bring in my Ferroseed, as my opponent is going to choose to go for Ice Beam. It's kind of weird to have Ice Beam on Cresselia. Usually you see Moonblast, but whatever. I'm kind of hoping this thing doesn't have Hidden Power Fire, because some people run Hidden Power Fire in their Cresselia. I mean, I can't blame them. There's like a Scavalier and a Blade in the tier, but I'm just hoping that he doesn't have that. As thankfully he decides to switch out into Steelix. Actually a very good play on her part. It's actually a girl. I keep, people gotta, I gotta realize that there's 2 genders, and then I say like there's like dudes. I'll face like 5 dudes in a row, and then there's like a girl, and then I'll call him a dude, and then I'll face like 5 girls in a row, and then face a dude, and I'll call him a girl, and it's like, what the hell, dude? It's like the story of my life. But here Steelix is going to go for Stealth Rocks. Unfortunate, because I have Driftblim and Wormadam, but we're just gonna exchange Stealth Rocks with my best cuddler, my Ferroseed, as that's pretty good for me. I mean, chip damage on anything is chip damage, and I also have spikes on Quillfish as well, so if I get a bunch of hazards going, it can be pretty deadly for my opponent. So Leech Seed's going to knock out the Steelix now, as down goes the Steelix, and I'm going to get my health back. Ferroseed's actually really hard for my opponent to knock out, as here he's going to bring in Nidoqueen. I kind of forgot that Nidoqueen can get Flamethrower, but thankfully he actually doesn't carry Flamethrower. He's just going to go for Earth Power on me, as it does do a lot. It does do so much damage, so I'm like, this has to be offensive Nidoqueen, because he has like a Stealth Rock Steelix, so he's probably offensive Nidoqueen, because you can't use Nidoking. But I don't understand why he doesn't carry Flamethrower, but I guess he just thinks that Bolt Beam's probably better coverage if he has it. Either way, I'm not staying in to let my Ferroseed get chip damage, because he does have a Tyrantrum, and that thing will 6-0 me. So I'm going to bring in my Dermawam, my Wormadam, just to pivot into Earth Power, because I do 4 times resist Earth, or Ground, not Earth. But yeah, Earth Power is going to do absolutely nothing. And the Leech Seed's going to allow me to get some chip damage on the Nidoqueen, because I have no way to really hit it hard. So, yeah, Wormadam, I don't want to lose it because Blastoise, he has that, and I think Wormadam can set up on Blastoise, so I'm going to switch out and bring in I'm Edible, my Quillfish, to switch into the Sludge Wave, or whatever move he wants to go for, like Flamethrower. I think if he had Flamethrower, he would have used it already, or she. So, but yeah, Nidoqueen's going to go for Sludge Wave onto my Quillfish, just do a lot of damage, so this thing's probably like modest Life Orb or something. This thing's damage output's ridiculous, a lot more than I expected. But I guess I'm underestimating Life Orb Nidoqueen, I guess, so it is a pretty big threat in the RU tier. I think it's like S rank in the viability rankings at this point, so pretty insane, as Thunderbolt's just going to knock out my Quillfish. So down goes my Quillfish. The crit did not matter whatsoever. He must see max speed as well, because he outsped me. I thought I'd be able to outspeed him and go for Waterfall there, but no, the Nidoqueen just freaking zooms past me and kills me with T-Bolts. I'm like, ah, okay. Here he's going to preserve Nidoqueen and bring Cresselia again. I kind of predicted that. I don't want this thing to get free Calm Minds on me, so I'm going to go for Taunt, expecting to switch into Cress, as thankfully I get that play correctly. And, I mean, that could have been very risky. Could have just stayed in to sack off Nidoqueen, but considering I still have Ferroseed alive, I don't think he'd want to sack off Nidoqueen at that point. So I'm going to choose to switch up my Kadabra and bring in my best cuddler, my Ferroseed, to switch into the Ice Beam, whatever move my opponent wants to go for, and I could just go for Leech Seed again and be obnoxious. But of course, he freezes me. I mean, I guess I'm asking for it for using a Pharaoh Seed. I mean, it's pretty much like Ferrothorn version -1 because it's just like a worse version. But I mean, like, I'm asking for it for using Pharaoh Seed and switching into Ice Beam countless times. So Ice Beam is gonna like 3 KO me. I'm trying to thaw. I'm like, if I get a Leech Seed off, this Crest cannot kill me unless he starts setting up Calm Mind. He's taunted. I can just Leech Seed him, but the taunt wears off, and I'm like, shit. And he's gonna go for the Calm Mind, and I'm like, no, please stop it, Crest, not like this. Please, Ferrothorn, you have to thaw. I'm like, come on, Ferrothorn, please thaw. I'm like breathing warm air in the Ferrothorn. Shanique was like breathing warm air, but now I don't want to lose Pharaoh Seed because I still have Savali. Switch it in to take the Ice Beam or Psyshock, as now my opponent's just gonna go for the Ice Beam to knock me out. But Savali's gonna switch in, not get frozen, thankfully, as now I'm gonna go for my Z move here because I want to restore Pharaoh Seed's HP, because if I don't, things will get pretty bad. So I'm gonna go for the Z move. Z Parting Shot shouldn't be too surprising. It's one of Savali's like only sets people use, so I'm gonna go for Z Parting Shot, lower my opponent's attack and special attack, and I'm gonna just switch out of here with my Savali and bring in a Pharaoh Seed once again. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get thawed. This is gonna be great. But then I realized that Z Memento, or Z Parting Shot and Z Memento don't actually cure status, and only Healing Wish does, so I'm like, oh. Shoot. But yeah, Psychic's not going to be able to knock out Pharaoh Seed. I don't know why I went for Psychic, but no, he's not going to hesitate to go for Ice Beam. I'm like, Pharaoh Seed, you need to thaw out, please. And Pharaoh Seed finally thaws out. I'm like, okay. Thankfully, using Z Parting Shot didn't backfire instead of Healing Wish. Not too bad. But yeah, Leech Seed, I'm going to be able to get my health back from the Cresselia. And Cresselia has a shit ton of HP, so Pharaoh Seed's just going to go But I'm going to switch out now, because I don't want my Pharaoh Seed to get chip damaged or frozen again. And so I'm going to bring in Savali here as Death Fodder pretty much, as my opponent is going to go for Calm Mind again. I guess he wanted to set up on me because he realized that I can't touch him. But yeah, Cresselia is really obnoxious. It's like a raid boss in the RU tier, man. If you don't have like Heracross, which is why it's on every team, I understand now after facing Crest a couple of times. I'm like, maybe this is why people use Heracross on every team. I never thought of it like that. But yeah, I'm going to get Leech Seed, and I'm just like, okay, well, I don't know what. Screw this Cresselia, I'm going for fucking Explosion. Get out of here. And I'm like, alright, stab, max attack, Adamant Explosion. Let's check this damage. It did absolutely nothing. Oh, Savali, you let me down. But thankfully she did not go for Moonlight, so this is good for me. And I don't want to let Cresselia go for Moonlight, because this thing's so obnoxious to take out. I need to like use everything on my team to knock this thing out. So I'm going to bring in Kadabra here and go for the taunt, self-sacrifice, so I could just prevent Moonlight. And if my opponent wants to go for Moonlight, so be it. She actually does go for Moonlight. I thought that was fairly obvious, my taunt, but she still decided to go for Moonlight. Maybe thinking I had Shadow Ball, but I don't. I have Dazzling Gleam as my last move because Dark types. So Leech Seed's actually going to give me a lot of health back, 26. And I'm just trying to like, alright, just kill me. I'm going to get some nice chip damage to Dazzling Gleam. That probably did like 10 damage. Not bad. And Psychic is just going to knock out my Kadabra. And down my Kadabra goes. So currently the Cresselia is at like +1 special attack thanks to the prior Z Parting Shot. And so I'm like, alright, Driftbone, you're pretty much my last ditch effort of winning this game, because if Cresselia goes through you, it just wins the game by itself. So I'm hoping that after a Calm Mind I can live an Ice Beam and that I outspeed Cresselia in the first place. So thankfully he's not like speed invested or whatever. So bringing in Drifblim, it's not a minimized Drifblim set. I know Drifblim can be viable in other ways besides minimize, but yeah, Ice Beam's not going to knock me out. It's going to activate my weakness policy, and I'm like, please don't freeze me, please! And it doesn't freeze me, and I'm like, oh, thank God. Dude, if that froze me there, I probably would have just raid forfeited, even though I probably would have thought the next turn, knowing my luck. But Leech Seed's going to help me out, and now I'm at +3 special attack. This Cresselia is at +2 spit off, but it cannot take a +2 Shadow Ball, but I decided to go for Acrobatics just in case Cresselia is a fair and balanced Pokemon. But we're able to knock out Cresselia. I just wanted to flex and show that I had Acrobatics for no reason, because you can definitely argue that running another special attack on a Calm Mind weakness policy set is better than running Acrobatics. But shh, it's okay, it's okay. But yeah, I'm going to go for +3 Shadow Ball on the Gramble, and it's not going to be able to live after Stealth Rock. Stealth Rocks are a pretty big key, and this Drifloon getting a sweep. So I'm hoping Drifloon gonna come through here. And in comes Blastoise. I'm like, alright, I don't think Shadow Ball is going to knock him out, but Thunderbolt should knock out this Blastoise, hoping I'm at +3 special attack, right? So thankfully Blastoise does get knocked out. And Unburdened Weakness Policy, Drifloon actually comes through, and comes Poe-Joki. I don't know why everyone names the Tyrantrum after Joey, but it's okay. And I'm just going to go straight for the Shadow Ball and just knock out the Tyrantrum. So my cheesy Drifloon set actually came through at the end of the game, and I'm very happy about that. I mean, my opponent's last is Nidoqueen, but I'm going to be able to outspeed it thanks to Unburden in case the max speed Nidoqueen outsped me. And I'm going to go for Acrobatics again and just knock out the Nidoqueen. So yeah, Drifloon kind of cleaned up late game pretty much after I got a, you know, it could have done that pretty easily after the Weakness Policy boost actually. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little Drifloon cleanup there. If you enjoyed the video, I really would appreciate if you hit the like button, as it's the best way to support my YouTube channel and help it grow. And the Pokemon Showdown export will be in the description because you guys have been begging for it and like all my videos. So I'll try to input all the info on the Showdown and export it for you guys, so you guys can use these horrible sets in your teams and then regret it and then never use them again. But anyway, the question of the day is going to be, what is your favorite custom Pokemon moveset you made that not many people use, and it's like, you know, it might not be the most viable set in the world, but you just enjoy using it. Now, I have a couple of these. I have my sub DD, you know, Tropia set that gets like a sweep 1 out of 10 battles, but it's okay. It's okay. I still love it, and I also love this Drifloon set a lot. This is like my second battle using it, and it did work in both the battles I used it, honestly, so I really like it. I know it's not good, and I don't think any of the stuff I use is good, but I use it for fun anyway. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what your favorite custom moveset is for a certain Pokemon that you enjoy using, and yeah, I'll check you guys in my next video. Alright, peace.